The winter is not coming, the winter has arrived. So I am on my rooftop and I'll be talking more about the west side of my garden on a slightly chilly morning in Hyderabad. So this is my bitter gourd plant, or rather plants that I'm growing here, and you can see that I'm getting quite a handful of bitter gourds getting ready to be harvested, maybe in a couple of days, because they can grow to about this size before starting to get ripened. So this is not just one plant, there are a couple of plants out here, and what I have been seeing is that the kind of harvest that I'm getting every 2 or 3 days is usually sufficient for my family. So this is the gourd which is also going up and utilizing the trellis out there. This is a tomato plant, and I want to show you something really special happening out here. I actually had to check it a couple of times before I want to talk about it in the video, but this is the single stem. There is only one tomato plant out here, right? And you can see the different branches going in different directions. One branch is going here, one branch is going there, there's another branch which is somewhere here and going there. So let me show you what is happening at the edge of each of these branches. So this is one edge that you have already seen. Now let me take you over to the other one. Okay, so this is how it is here. Let me go further towards the edge of another branch, and you can see what is happening out there. Let me take you to another one of its branches, and you can see, and that's not all, there is one more branch. This is one more of its branches, right? And this is still not done yet. Couple more are coming. So you can see how loaded this tomato plant is. Okay, 5 branches going in 5 different directions and giving huge amounts of produce. So even if you have a single tomato plant, okay, just a single plant, take real good care of it, and you can see it giving this kind of a harvest. Now I am making sure that I am giving it enough compost, enough vermi wash. I make sure that the nutrition in my potting mix is always up to the mark, keeping a constant check that are there any kind of pests or any kind of diseases coming in, and can I do something about it. So keep all those things in mind, because a single plant can end up probably feeding your family for a small duration of time. So just moving to the right, I have my aubergine plants, eggplant, vanka as we call it in Telugu, or bangan in Hindi. So you can see that this I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, and I have a 4th one out there. Maybe I'll wait for a couple of days, not more than that, before I start harvesting this. And all over this place you can see that I have my bitter gourd creepers. So although it is more dominant in that area, that does not mean that I don't have it in other places. So although my eggplants, they are occupying pretty much most of the container that I have, and maybe going a bit more to the other container, there is still enough space for other things to come up. And here you can see that I have this creeper going. I have a few more green leafy vegetables which are coming out there, a few more out here. So there is enough space. Again, I have my coriander here which is going to seed, so I have got a couple of them like that. So I have quite a bit of dill growing here, because dill attracts beneficial insects. And not just that, you can see that a couple of them are going to seed, so I don't have to buy it again. And by the way, it smells absolutely wonderful out here. And this is spinach. The longer you keep the spinach in your container, the bigger the leaves become. So this can actually become almost double the size of it, but can be harvested anytime I feel comfortable with it. Moving further, I have amaranth, I have a red amaranth, more amaranth, and this really tall red amaranth. So this probably could be harvested today and will be harvested today because a lot of amaranth from my garden is going to be harvested. So here is my coriander patch, so to say. There was a lot of coriander that I was growing here, and along with that, a couple of more things are there. I've got a beetroot, I've got a few roselle out here. Now the big question is, why am I allowing this coriander to go to flower? So one is that, yeah, I could harvest seeds if so required, but more importantly, I want things like coriander to be here. They are not meant for really harvesting, so to say, because the kind of odors or the kind of fragrance that things like coriander give, and that's one of the reasons that we also put it in our food. What that does is that it confuses the pests. Not everything that you plant in your garden really needs to be harvested. Keep that in mind. Some of them could be put just for the overall benefit of the garden. Always keep in mind that the smaller the garden that you have, the more intensively you can grow. If some of my friends would have been here, like DJ, Uppu, Sai Kalyan or Madhu, they would be saying that, Sai, although this looks productive, a lot more productivity could be added, and I would have to say yes to them because I still see vacant spots where things could have been included. So keep in mind that you really do not require a huge garden to actually start impacting the kind of diet that you are having. Small spaces, you can grow lots of stuff, and you can actually start changing the kind of diet that you have. You can switch over from the inorganic food into organic food really fast and really easy. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.